Welcome everybody to the Directly Indirect Show. And man, everything I've been saying for the last few weeks finally came in fruition, man, unfortunately. Man, rock with me. I know a lot of people think what I do is just talking, running my mouth, not really knowing what I'm talking about. I get it, that's okay. But for those that know, and for those that pay attention, and for those that actually take what I say and take it to heart, I appreciate you, because we all know that doing this field is not easy. It's nothing safe about it, even though it may seem safe. Keyword, it may seem safe. Same thing Mr. Bias thought. Let's check this out real quick.
A detention officer was killed while dealing with an inmate. 28-year-old Isaiah Bias worked as a detention officer for more than 5 years. The sheriff says yesterday an inmate physically assaulted Bias in a cell. He was taken to the hospital where he died.
Everybody here that worked with him in the jail loved him. He was one of the kind of guys that if you needed help, he'd come help you. Outstanding person.
Now, officials did not give much detail on what took place, but we are told the suspect, Aaron Thompson, is now charged with capital murder. He was arraigned and is being held on a $2 million bond. Texas Rangers are investigating. We'll have much more for you in our evening newscast and on WFAA.com.
I don't know what to say. Every video I posted in the last month, and I said the same thing on every video. Stay vigilant. Stay alert. First and foremost, my condolences to Mr. Bias' family. I mean that because we all have lost someone. I've lost people this year, so I can relate more than you can believe. But shout out to his family. My condolences. Y'all in my prayers. I understand the field that he got into. He been in the Explore program since 14, so he always wanted to be in a uniform, protecting the country, the county, the state. He always wanted to be an officer. You know what I'm saying? So it hit different when somebody didn't just do this for a check. He didn't just do this to feed his family, even though it does give you a check and feed your family, but he did it for the actual passion. It just hit a little different, man. It just hit different. I didn't know him personally, you know, unless you worked with him or grew up with him. Nobody knew him personally, but just based off what things people said about him, just based off how people reacted to the news, and the act was just vicious. He was just probably doing a round. It didn't never specify. It said doing his daily duties, which includes a round. But I read something else where it said he was taking him back to his room. Regardless, he was doing his job. You know what I'm saying? It's not really important what he did. He could have been giving him a toothbrush. It don't matter. To attack him and viciously beat him to death, kicking him in the head, punching him in the head. I think one of the words that somebody used for pure evil, and that's pure evil, man. And as soon as he did that to Mr. Bias, he went and sat down like nothing happened. Like nothing happened, just going on with his day. You own like a $2 million bond, and he ain't ever going nowhere anyway. Everybody's kind of pushing for the death penalty, and I agree, 100%. I usually don't put my 2 cents in stuff like this, but in this case, I am. I agree 120%. There's no way this guy need to be out with my kids roaming around the streets with our uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, grandma. He don't need to be nowhere near nobody. Man, you know what's really crazy? The attacker, Aaron Thompson, 45 years old, was locked up for assault. So you just going around assaulting people, just hitting people, beating people. Man, this one hit different, y'all. This one hit a little bit different, man. This one hit different for me because this guy was 28. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Bias was 28 years old. Young man. He didn't have any kids, but you know, he was a family. He had family. Don't matter, man. He had kids. He had family. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to his family. Again, keep y'all head up, man. Because it's not every day we deal with somebody like Mr. Thompson who comes in and just start going crazy and killing people. You know what I'm saying? That's not every day we deal with that. But with that being said, it still happens. It don't have to be every day. It takes a second. It takes a minute. It takes 2 minutes. It's this notion that we all in security get this notion. We all in corrections get this notion that, you know, I hope it's a good day. And I get it. But I never think that. I always think that at any moment, something can pop off. And I know it's probably not the healthiest way to be. And I get that. But I also realize the way I work. And I also realize if you see a smile on my face, I may be laughing, but I'm still vigilant. I'm still looking. I don't walk away from a door until it's shut. It's little things I do. It's little things I do. I can have a whole conversation with an inmate talking about a baseball game. I could be laughing and smiling with him. You know what I'm saying? Being cordial. Still vigilant. He don't know that. In his mind, I'm unaware. I've settled. I'm content. I'm alert. That's the mindset you need. And that's not to take away from Mr. Bass at all. Because I've had days, despite how much I preach, I've had days that I was off. And if that certain inmate decided to do that, it would have been hard for me. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? So I can preach it all day. I still have to do it every day of my life. And it gets hard. I can only imagine what he was thinking. And you don't see it coming. This is the second video I posted where the officer didn't see it coming because they attack you when you're not looking. Cowards. Complete cowards. But again, man, hopefully they get the death penalty for Mr. Thompson and get him out of here. I mean, I hate, it is what it is, man. Everybody thinking that I'm going to say it, you know, because if you do that, again, man, my condolences to the Bass family. Hopefully they can find some solace in the conclusion of this case and stay vigilant, man. I know I sound like a broken record. I get it. I totally understand that. But just stay vigilant, man. If you don't do it for me, do it for yourself. Do it for your kids. Do it for your family. You know what I'm saying?